Hello, I'm Amanda McNew, Director of Media Relations. This is Plano City News. First up, a major transportation update. After months of negotiations, Plano City Council has approved a new interlocal agreement with Dallas Area Rapid Transit, or DART. This agreement secures a minimum 10% return of Plano sales tax contributions, phased in over 6 years. That funding must be used for transportation-related projects. While the agreement does not include everything the city asked for, City Council calls it a fair compromise as they continue working to improve transportation. Because of this agreement, Council also voted to rescind the withdrawal election that had been scheduled for May. Council also approved a contract with VIA for microtransit service. VIA will not compete with DART. Instead, the two will complement each other with different services and routes to be announced later. Future plans for VIA could include circulators in Legacy Business Park and downtown Plano. City leaders thank DART leadership, regional partners, fellow member cities, and Plano residents who shared their input over the past several months. You may soon notice temporary change in the smell or taste of your tap water. Beginning March 2nd through March 30th, the North Texas Municipal Water District will perform its annual system maintenance. During this time, ammonia is removed from the disinfection process. Because of that, a chlorine smell or taste may become noticeable. The water is safe to drink. If you prefer, refrigerate a pitcher overnight to let that chlorine dissipate. You can also add citrus or cucumber for taste. If you have sensitive skin, a crushed 1,000 milligram vitamin C tablet can also be added to your bath water. Both North Texas Municipal Water District and the City of Plano test water year-round. Hard to believe we're already looking ahead to summer, but this year's summer camp preview is almost here. Plano Parks and Recreation is adjusting registration timelines this year so families can plan earlier. Starting March 7th, residents can view details about Camp Cimarron, Camp Connections, and Sports and Adventure Camp, with registration for these starting March 28th for Plano residents. Specialty camps will be viewable April 3rd. Resident registration for all other summer camps opens May 2nd, and all camps begin on June 1st. Last weekend, McCall Plaza was full of families, music, and celebration for the Year of the Fire Horse. Families celebrating Lunar New Year enjoyed lion dancers, Chinese calligraphy, K-pop dance Dallas, music, a balloon artist, and a jiu-jitsu performance. The Year of the Horse symbolizes strength, energy, and forward momentum. Combined with the fire element, it represents bold leadership and transformative change. Earlier this week, Plano Mayor John Munz issued a proclamation at City Council recognizing Lunar New Year, and we want to thank all of the organizations and people who came out to be recognized. Finally, neighborhood leaders, this one is for you. Registration is underway for the 2026 Neighborhood Summit. It will be held Saturday, March 14th at the Plano Event Center. Attendees will be able to connect with neighbors, learn how to attract volunteers, manage change, create newsletters, and explore water-wise irrigation techniques. Breakfast will be served. The event is free, but you must sign up in advance. Now let's meet our pet of the week, Maid, Marion. This medium-sized Rex mix adult rabbit is very friendly. She has the softest fur and has a very curious personality. She loves to play with cat toys, especially those with bells. Maid Marion was never claimed by her owner, and she is ready to hop into a new family. To see all the pets available for adoption, visit share.plano.gov/pets for adoption. That does it for this week's edition of Plano City News. For more from our great city, head to social media or our website, plano.gov. We'll see you again soon.